Oh my gosh. Is it finally time? Is it here? Are we doing it? Have you finally decided that you're going to go on your own? You're going to start your own electrical company? That is one of the best decisions you probably ever made in your life, and I know it's going to be one of the scariest. So in this video, I'm going to give you 3 tips before you even start what you need to do to make sure you are way ahead of the competition. I'm going to give you some advice that probably will save you a couple of years of marketing time. Stay tuned, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let's get into the video. All right, 360 electricians, before you even try to go and get your contractor's license, I don't care if you're in business, I don't care if you're a dry cleaner, I don't care if you're HVAC or plumbing, before you go and get your business license, these are the 3 tips before you start your electrical contracting company that I want you to hear. Something that I did, and it helped me quite a bit. It's marketing. Not everybody knows marketing. You know electric, but you don't know marketing. I didn't know marketing. I learned it along the way. This is my 3rd business. So this is something that I did in the very beginning, and it helped me immensely, okay? So number 1 is when you pick your company name, try not to pick your personal name. 2 reasons for that. Number 1, if you ever grow and get huge or bigger, everyone's still going to call and ask for you by name. John Smith Electric, John Smith's got to be the owner. They're going to keep asking for you. John. When you get bigger, when you have 2 crews, 3 crews, 4 crews, you're not going to be able to answer the phone. You need that phone to go to the office. You need someone that doesn't really know electrical very well, as a secretary or an assistant or somebody, to just answer the phone and say, well, I'm not an electrician, but I can get an electrician out there. We charge a certain amount of service call. You do the process, you get a name, and you leave it very generic. You leave yourself room so you're not dealing with all the problems, issues, scheduling, etc., etc. Okay? Us as contractors, sometimes we don't meet our appointments. It's easier for the shop to call them and say, I apologize, our technicians got caught up. We're not going to be able to make it. Obviously, you're not lying. It's true. You're busy. But if you're on the phone, John, come on, John. I need you to come out, dude. Come on, man. You promised you're going to come out. You don't want to deal with that stuff. Try not to use your name. The second thing is, if you ever sell, you're going to sell easier when the name's not attached to you, okay? When you grow and you want to expand, sell, get out of the business, whatever you want to do, the name's not attached to you, okay? You can also put the corporation name under the generic name. You don't want to necessarily put your corporation name under John Smith Electric Inc., right? You want to leave a generic one. Third thing is trolls, people that don't like you, bad reviews, anything. You don't want to tie, things happen in life. Accidents happen in life. You don't want to tie that to your name. When you incorporate in a different name and something, God forbid, happens, you can walk away, you're done. You can legally separate. You separate by not everybody knowing, oh, John Smith, oh, I know that guy. That guy was on YouTube, blah, blah, blah. This is what he did, Anything. Things happen, separate your name, okay? I should say there's one other reason. When you pick a name and you stick with it, and by the way, I recommend you write as many names as possible that you like. I remember when I started, I tried Alpha Electric, I tried West Coast Electric, I tried... I tried so many of them, but I want you to just pick a name that's generic. I want you to pick 4 or 5 of them. Why? Because tip number 2 and 3. Once you're set on 5 or 6 names, try not to get your heart set on just one, and this is why. The next thing you want to do, and I think it's super duper important, is you want to make sure that there is a .com website that can attach to that name. Didn't think about that, right? You can do some squirrely .coms, don't get me wrong. If you ended up being, Northwest Underground Overhead Electric, whatever. Yeah, you're probably going to get that website, right? Nobody has northwestundergroundelectric.com. Duh. But if you want to keep it short and simple, it becomes a little harder to get a .com that's going to match it. So Alpha Electric, ain't going to work. alphaelectric.com is taken. So you want to kind of get away from that name if you can. Now, you could also make it like Alpha Electric and the city you're in.com, and you can still keep the name Alpha Electric. But what you want to do is you want to get a combination of name that has a very good .com URL attached to it, okay? So if you can do that, you're already ahead of the game. I would say you're okay to go ahead and get that name on your application as, whatever electric you're going to be. But here's the third one that kind of helps. And if you can do this, And this one, it makes it really difficult. So let's just say you're West Coast Electric again. I'm just throwing it out there. You want to try to get a phone number that matches that. Now, I'm all for toll-free numbers, and this is the reason why. When you get a toll-free number, if you're in a tri-city area where you're going to be covering a lot of area codes, having a toll-free number as your main number is a good way to go because you only have to advertise one number. Remember, 10 years from now, people are still going to be calling that phone number. So you want to make sure that that phone number can somehow tie into your name, which also ties into your URL. And what do I mean by the phone number tying into your name? So on phones, every single phone on number 2 is ABC. 3 is DEF, right? And so on till Z. So what you want to do is if you're West Coast Electric, maybe you want to get a phone number like a toll-free number that says 877 and then 2, for example, is E. So you would do, or W, whichever number that is. I got my phone here, I can look. But anyway, maybe you could put WCELEC by dialing the numbers. Does that make sense? For example, ours is 742-5360. You know what 742 spells? Pick, P-I-C-K. And guess what? Last 3 are 360. So our toll-free number is blah, 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 P-I-C-K 360. How easy is that when you put that on the side of your van? Your toll-free number. You got your Alpha Electric or West Coast Electric and your toll-free number is 877 WC Electric if you spell it out. And then you can put it up there and then you can put the numbers underneath it. So that's your triple threat. Try to get a name that you can definitely hook up a website to. Try to stay away from anything but .com. It is the most popular. If you absolutely can't, that's okay. No one's just going to type your name and .com. They're always going to search it somewhere. And if they search it, most likely it'll come up. But you and I know .coms are the most important. Name, your .com, and if you can, a toll-free number, even a local number that somehow spells out or says something about your business, you're on your way to some serious good marketing. I hope you've liked this video. If you got any value out of it, please hit the like button and most of all, subscribe. We'll see you on the next one.